Hi everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to make 3 cards using the Hexi-Gems collection. Just kind of a mix of a couple different things. I'll just point to them as I go. I did pull in a few things that weren't part of the collection, like this sentiment here. This is from the Simon Hurley new release. So I will link that in the description on the side. And then this balloon glimmer plate and die is the Glimmer of the month, so I will link that in the description as well. And that balloon may only be available until the 27th of this month, so if you're interested in this balloon and glimmer plate here, make sure that you jump right on that. Anyway, from the Hexi-Gem collection, this Thanks So Much is part of the Hexi-Gem Sentiments hot foil set. And the way they designed this die is just genius, because you glimmer once and die cut once and you end up with, I think, 8 different sentiments, maybe 9. No, it's 9, which is even better, 9. And then there is also from the collection these different size hexagons, which is just so fun to play with. And I use that on these 2 cards here. And then there is a stitched Hexi-Gem kaleidoscope look. And I did do a video on my channel of that, I think last week. So if you're interested in checking that out, go ahead. The kaleidoscope is so cool. So is the stitching. I love that one. And then we have the floral blooms. We have the floral element, which is the Hexi-blooms glimmer plate, which is really kind of the focus of this video. I'm using it in all 3 cards. So stunning. And then they also have a hot glimmer plate that is a rectangle, so it's about the size of this one. So it's so neat. So I really hope that you enjoy these cards, but I guess time will tell. So let's just dive right in to this first one. I have to do the balloons one first because I just was having so much fun. Oh, I also forgot to mention the balloons are part of the stitched die of the month. So if you're interested in that, again, that's only available till the 27th. They might bring it back after that, but there's no guarantee. And then the embossing folder I used on this pink card is the Beautiful Butterflies embossing folder. It's a 3D one. It's one of my absolute favorites, and that is, I'm pretty sure, still available. So I will link that in the description as well. So all sorts of links for you. But let's just go ahead and start with this balloon flower birthday card. So to hot foil this, I use the rainbow foil for the balloon happy birthday sentiment and for this blooms. It's so pretty. Look at that. Anyway, my idea was to have that go behind the birthday, so that would kind of show the balloon having like a floral effect on it. And yes, I'm still using these. I haven't finished my stash up. I probably won't until, like, I don't even know, Christmas time. I guess we'll see how many cards I make this summer. But the idea, like I said, was to be a floral balloon for this card. So that will be perfect there. And then these little balloons, I just took a little bit of some DMC metallic, I think this was the rose gold, I could be wrong, I think it's the rose gold thread, and just put a little bit of Barely Art liquid glue right there to glue down the thread. I let that dry so I can go ahead and, you know, if I want to swing this around, it's not going anywhere. But I'm going to place one balloon kind of right about here. I'm going to have them all kind of be a little wonky, because why not? And then a pink and a teal one up here. And I wanted the teal to be behind the pink, so I'm going to put that one on first. And that's going to go kind of right about here. And don't worry, I'm going to kind of tame the tails a little bit, if you will, in just a second. And I am going to put these balloons going off the edge because my white paper is just a little bit smaller than my blue background that I'm going to put this on. And I'm just going to trim that so it doesn't matter. Okay, now let's deal with the tails. So they're all kind of coming out here. I'm going to just put some tape runner like this on the back. And then I'm going to adjust the tails as needed and then just have them stick on the back. That one's done. Again, I'm just kind of taking the tail and making sure it's not covering up my glimmer too much. I didn't really want to glue down the tails because I kind of wanted to leave these balloons a little more loose. Right about there. Just pinch it down, kind of give it a little check. Yeah, that should do. And then I'm going to tape runner over where they are just to kind of sandwich them in. Then I'll just snip off the tails. I am so excited to be crafting again because I have not crafted in a few days, and I am just kind of in the mood for crafting. My sweet sister-in-law had her wedding and it was so wonderful, so I'm so happy for them. So congratulations to them. And we also had a pretty big field trip at school. So that was pretty crazy, but tons of fun. So now I am just like so excited to craft because I'm a home person. I like being at home. So here I am crafting at home. But all sorts of good activities that I was busy with. All right, I'm going to take my Spellbinders shears. They're the most serious scissors I've ever owned. And just cut these off. I would use a paper trimmer, but because I have this double-sided adhesive already on there, I don't particularly like to get that machine all gummed up with tape runner. And this works just fine. Just a quick snip and we're good. All right. Now I'm going to put all sorts of tape runner on the back to adhere my first card front onto the first card base. Hooray! We're just moving right along. Oh, that is so cute. All it needs now is just a little bit of embellishments. And I pulled out these kind of funkier ones. They're a little more holographic than some of the Spellbinders ones, and I just wanted it to be something kind of fun and different. I think I'm going to go blue with this one since the background has some pretty stunning aquamarine kind of look to it. Of course, I'm using my Barely Art. Now I have to refill my mini bottle because my mini bottle is totally out of glue. So we're using the big Mama Bear bottle today, and I did just get in the mail. I haven't opened the box, but I know it's in there. The refill bottle that looks like a honey bear, which I think is the cutest thing that I've seen in a while. So I will refill that, and that little glue bottle will be back. You know, a couple people really like that little glue bottle. Okay. Now to finish off this card, I know I said to finish off I'll add gems, but I'm looking at it and I think it needs a little bit of shine on the balloons. So let's find my white gel pen, like a little fake shine with this white gel pen. Nothing fancy, I'm just going back and forth and creating a little bit of a line there, a little curved line, I guess. Doesn't even have to be perfect. And so I'm going to have the light coming from the left, so on this one I will put it on the top. And let's do it on the big Mama Bear one. I've been saying Mama Bear a lot, I don't know. Probably because we just went to the zoo. I guess the only bear we saw there was a polar bear, but you know. All right. Ooh, that looks so cute. Okay, well, card number 1 finished. Let's go to number 2. This one I kind of thought of my mom because she is a purple gal, and I'm kind of a purple gal too. Slowly but surely I'm turning into a purple person. If you know, you know. And it's just kind of like that dark elegant purple with silver and black. Just can't go wrong. This is that silver mirror cardstock from Spellbinders. And now instead of doing the hexagon going this direction like I'm going to do on the pink card, I'm just going to turn it and have it go like that. So it's kind of even on both sides here and kind of even with the top and the bottom. I guess as even as I can make it looking from the side. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay, and then we're going to do light purple and then black. Oh, I love the way that layers looks. That is just such a look. Okay, now I did glimmer this. It is so pretty. I will link the name of this glimmer foil in the description. I cannot remember it off the top of my head, but it's right there in the description for you. So there's that. And then I did color the flowers with a simple combination, just to kind of have a nod to the purple but not be too purple, and a nod to the black. So I used my C's. I think I used C4, C5, C1, and that's the cool gray Copic marker, which is just one of my favorite colors that I keep reaching for over and over and over. Now let's grab some foam squares and pop up this glimmer area. I'm going to use the large ones from Spellbinders for this. I suppose my fingers would work just fine too. I feel like I'm always reaching for those tweezers, and sometimes I think it's just a habit. I love those tweezers. Okay, that should do it, I think. Is anyone else as excited for summer as I am? I absolutely love teaching kindergarten, but there is just something about summer that is so exciting. And I have some kind of big plans for this summer. I can't really talk about a couple of them because I just want to keep that a little bit private and not put that on the internet, but I have some exciting things coming up, and I'm not really sure what kind of turn my YouTube channel will take now that I am kind of getting a few different things now from Spellbinders and from Crafty Critta. I'm not sure kind of like how things are going to be looking. I know that a lot of companies like to do kind of like that Christmas in July kind of style cards, so I'm sure that I will have some Christmas cards coming up on my channel. I know we're talking about Christmas and it's May, but that is the life in the card world, you know. But maybe some trips that I might go on, I don't know. We'll just kind of have to play it by ear, but I kind of try to have a consistent schedule for YouTube with just posting often, and you know, sometimes videos do well, sometimes they kind of flop, so still trying to figure everything out on YouTube. But I guess if you are a subscriber, you kind of are used to the pattern that I post, and hopefully you stick around and enjoy some more videos this summer. I hope to do a lot of stitching this summer. I know I say that now, but I've really gotten into glimmering, which is just like such a fun thing to do, and I'm going to be ordering the Mink toner machine, so I'm sure that I will be playing around with that some more. I've just kind of decided that I needed that in my craft room as well, so as we do, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. Oh, and the remodeling is still working. We're still working on the remodeling, and I'm really not sure when I'm going to be in. I know when I started the project, I kind of told myself Thanksgiving if I'm lucky, but who knows? Maybe things will kind of pick up. But there's a look at that card there. Super pretty. Okay, I'm just going to put these little pearly gems to the side because I think I'm going to use them on my next card. No, I'll use the big gems. By the way, these pearls, so help me. Do you see how mixed they are? I had these for like 2 years and used them all the time on cards. You can see I've definitely made a dent in some of them. They're for nails, I think. I bought them on Amazon, like I said, years ago. And I never dropped them. I even wrote on the top because the top looks like the bottom. Long story short, I had them organized for so long. And then one day I kind of like fumbled them in my hands and they're all mixed together now. So it definitely is not very nice to find the correct size. So I've been trying to use them because I have them. Although if I need a pearl and I'm kind of in a hurry, I will definitely grab the oyster ones from Spellbinders that already have the pre-stick on the back because my brain just kind of gets irritated when I see all those pearls mixed together, and my life has been far too busy to sit there and organize them all together, so that has not happened. And also, side note, my nail technician also has these, which I think is so funny to me because they are for nails, but you know, the nail world is a craft as well. It's just not the same as card making because paper and nails are not the same. Anyway, I used that same glimmer plate to make this little floral bunch. I used the gold foil, just regular gold from Spellbinders, to make this one, and I think I'm going to pop this one up again because why not? I'm going to do that off camera just to save us just a teeny bit of time. All right, now that I have foam, I'm just going to place it down kind of right about here. It's going to kind of come off of that hexagon just a little bit in some places, and that is just fine with me. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, speaking of Copic colors, I'll just speak about the Copic colors that I used on this one briefly. I used for the green the G07 and YG07 and YG17 for the leaves, and then for the pink flower areas I used RV19, RV06, RV20, just R20, sorry, RV09 and RV04. So just kind of a little mix there, nothing too fancy. I'm not a colorist, but I definitely like to try my best when I am coloring to make things look as nice as possible. Now I'm going to sneak some of these tiny foam pieces under my sentiment here, and I'm just going to put 2 of these squares together to make that space, to kind of shove it in there. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, I need to add some Stella to these two, I think, because why not? Oh, where's my Stella pen? I haven't been crafting very much lately. Like I said, I've been super busy, and I still have not been able to get a new Stella pen, which I definitely need. I think that my craft store has a ton of them, but I prefer the clear one. But it looks like it's working enough for me to be able to use it today, so that's what matters for this moment anyway. Maybe a little bit on those guys. Okay, come on Stella, you can do it. All right, again, just putting it on the flowers, kind of pouncing it around. Oof, that is some dry pen. Okay, that's gonna have to work for now. All right, well, here is a look at the 3 cards that I made with this floral. Here's a look at all 3 cards. I would love for you to pick a favorite. Well, so which one is your favorite? I think for me, oh, I love all of them. I don't know. I think maybe this one with the balloon theme, because it just, is really fun, but I love the elegance of these two. I have to say that this one is my favorite, but anyway. Let me know what you think of the cards in the comments. Maybe pick a favorite or two. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you get to craft soon. We'll see you next time. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.